There's a new sheriff in town, Carolinas. Welcome to a primetime edition of Fox Football News. We are the Ready for Primetime players. I'm Lane Harris.
And I'm Audra Coble. Tonight on Fox, the Green Bay Packers hope to stay alive in the playoffs as they head into Atlanta to face the top team in the NFC. Before we preview tonight's game, let's look at some recent changes for the Panthers. The Carolina Panthers have hired a new head coach. Fox's Kelly Bartik has a word with the coach and tells us what's next for former coach John Fox. Get them while they're young is all the buzz everywhere from track presidents to sponsors, and it seems Darlington is taking advantage of that here today with lowering ticket prices, autograph sessions with the drivers, photo opportunities with the drivers, grabbing them while they're young. The Truck Series race here today in Darlington is not only an opportunity to keep that momentum of NASCAR going on this off week for Cup teams, but also an opportunity for these young fans to get an up-close view of NASCAR. As they say, a fan today, more than likely a fan 25 years from now. Reporting in Darlington from the track Too Tough to Tame, I'm Audra Coble. About the comments you made earlier in the week about if you're not in the top 5 of the Cup championship, you really don't have a chance to win.
Well, I think when you look at the points, I think your better chances are if you're in the top 5. So it's just the way it shakes out.
Your response was, you can't have a comeback if you're not behind.
Well, I mean, we don't believe it's over. We know that things got to happen.
But according to one Chase driver, for half the drivers, the race may already be over. And Kyle Busch would seem to agree with that. He publicly stated on Sunday that his hopes are over after California when he finished 35th after an engine failure and dropped to 9th in the points standing.
And you can never count up to Joe Gibbs' cars, no matter where we're at or who's driving their cars.
Well, let's talk about Kyle Busch. He has a chance to make history tonight. If he wins the Nationwide Series, he could sweep it for the Charlotte events for 2010.
Well, Kyle Busch at 25 years old.
Coach Spurrier says Troy is actually one of the tougher offenses they face all year long. What to expect going into the game? Freshman running back Marcus Lattimore to present touches early on in the game. Cliff, you've been here for a few years now. What is different about this team?
Well, this is, I mean, since I've been here, you know, there's been different teams, but I guess this team has got it, whatever it is, they got it. Or we got it, excuse me.
Who has stepped up on the field and in the locker room as leaders?
Well, as a leader, you know.
How do you prepare for Cam Newton?
I don't know.
Gamecocks and their fans certainly had a lot to celebrate Saturday night, perhaps a little bit more than anyone else who had just captured their first Eastern Division title. But it's back to work today. Coach Spurrier says the Gamecocks still have a lot to achieve, and it begins Saturday against Troy. Spurrier says the goal was to win 9 regular season games. It can still be done, but a win Saturday is a must. Not a flashy game, he says, but it all counts the same in the win column. Reporting from Williams-Brice Stadium, I'm Audra Coble.
That was here in Charlotte said that he was on the earlier flight leaving from LaGuardia to Charlotte this morning. He said even on that flight, he was a little apprehensive about taking off because of the icy conditions, but says that he is so glad that he was on that flight and not the later flight. And he said that the flight personnel did their jobs well this morning. Now, there is a number that family members can call. It's 1-800-679-8215. Again, that's 1-800-679-8215. If they have any concerns, there are U.S. Airways members available to speak with them. Now, I can also tell you, someone that I spoke with here at the airport that did not want to go on camera, they confirmed that there were 20 Bank of America employees on that flight, and they are reported to be safe, as were the other passengers on that flight. But there was a lot of stirring here at one point earlier this afternoon, but they are glad that they are safe at a farm place.
All right, Audra Coble reporting for us live tonight from the Charlotte airport this evening.
That's right. We're continuing to cover that developing.
This Wednesday, students and alumni of the University of South Carolina plan on rallying at the State House to protest the replacement of Darla Moore on the university's Board of Trustees. Governor Nikki Haley made the decision to replace her with a Lexington attorney who contributed to her campaign named Tommy Cofield. Even after she made a $10 million donation to the school, was this a good move on Haley's part? What do you think here?
No, actually it was a bad move on more. Fox TV, I'm Greg Rawls.
And I'm Audra Coble. First thing we're talking tonight, Oprah. Oprah has asked her viewers, her fans, to pledge to no phone, no texting while on the road today, and sign a pledge not to do it here on out. But today's the first day.
Okay, see.
Oprah has asked.
Because Oprah's asked, everybody's going to do it?
Everybody has, yeah, not to do it. Because apparently 6,000 people died last year as a result of other people texting or talking on the phone while driving.
But this is coming from a lady who has a driver.
True.
So does it matter? I mean, she's asking other people not to do these things.
She is.
But now I
agree.
Listen,
it's a good cause.
I agree with the texting thing, but really talking on the phone with today's technology. What if you've got a Bluetooth? You're not holding the phone anyhow. If I'm riding down the road, I usually have, I've got the Bluetooth in my ear, so I'm talking while I've got the 10 and 2 thing going on.
Greg, it's not where your hands are, it's where your head is.
Then what are we doing a show?
Hundreds gathered Wednesday to celebrate the official groundbreaking of the expansion of Harbor Freight in Dillon, South Carolina. The company is doubling the size of its current facility there, creating an additional 1 million square feet and 200 more jobs. This is welcoming news for the citizens of Dillon County. The county has one of the highest unemployment rates in the state.
Now in Dillon County, $75 million of investment, 200 additional jobs. This could not be more of a perfect day for that Tri-County area.
An economic boost for Dillon and neighboring counties, but also statewide. The expansion will more than triple Harbor Freight's volume through the port of Charleston, and students also reap the benefits. Harbor Freight's Tools for School program hopes to help area students turn their passions into paychecks.
Represented today by Jerry Chapman. We asked them all to go to one of our stores and come back with a wish list of tools that they need for their vocational training programs. Well, they came back to us with their list, and we're delighted to announce this morning that we will be donating all of the requested tools in the next few weeks.
Today was more than meets the eye and extends far beyond a new building.
200 people are going to have jobs that did not have jobs, and certainly that'll help them, and it'll help the economy, it'll help businesses, it'll help everyone. It's a win-win for everyone.
With this expansion, we're going to support the entire eastern region of the country. So we're going from 430 stores today to over 800 stores in 5 years. This is going to help us do that.
Hiring for the new positions begin in October. Job opportunities are listed on the career page at the Harbor Freight Tools website. In South Carolina, I'm Audra Coble.